In this video, I'm going to show you how to make vegan buffalo tofu wings. These are so delicious and they hit the spot on wing night. Just look at those. So we're going to get started with a bowl and we're going to add in 3/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Now, if you're gluten-free breadcrumbs can be substituted in, or just crushed up cornflakes work as well. And then half a teaspoon of paprika into that mixture and some freshly ground black pepper to taste, just however much you want in there. A few fresh cracks of black pepper. And then we're going to mix all of that together, and this is our dry breading mixture for the tofu. Now, in a separate bowl, we're going to put in 6 tablespoons of cornstarch or arrowroot powder, depending on what you have and what you like to use. And then we're going to add in 1/4 cup of plant milk. Now, with your plant milk, you want to make sure it's plain and unsweetened. You don't want to use vanilla or sweetened one, it'll affect the flavor. And then you want to mix that up really well until you get this consistency. This is kind of what you're looking for the consistency. And then we're going to get 1 brick of extra firm tofu that has been pressed ahead of time to get rid of all that water and everything. And we're going to cut it into about 16 even size sticks, and these are going to be our little wings. Now, just a quick tip, the tofu texture is way better if you freeze it and de-thaw it before cooking. It just adds some little air pockets into it, which adds really nice texture. So you can tell this one's been frozen and de-thawed twice. Look at those little pockets and that little bit of texture. So now we're going to set up those 2 bowls, the wet and dry ingredients. We're going to dip the tofu into the wet mixture and just coat it fully, and then we're going to dunk it into the dry mixture and just coat those really well. And as long as the consistency is right with both of these, there should be no issues getting everything to stick pretty easily. And then we're going to throw those on our air fryer tray. Now, if you're baking, there's the instructions for baking in the oven. You'll bake at 400 for 30 to 35 minutes. But in this one, I'm going to be using the air fryer, so I'll show you that as well. I had some leftover breadcrumbs and I don't like to waste, so I kept those to use for my lentil meatballs or whatever else. And someone found a few breadcrumbs on the floor. Now I'm going to throw those into the air fryer at 390 degrees, and I'm going to put them on for 8 minutes. But I actually want to turn them at 4 minutes, so you can set it for 4 minutes if you like. Now we're going to make the sauce while those are cooking. So we want to make sure the buffalo sauce is vegan. I know Frank's is. And then we're going to use vegan butter for this sauce. So we're going to get 2 tablespoons of melted vegan butter, mixing in a bowl together with 7 to 10 tablespoons of buffalo sauce and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. So just depending on how spicy you like it. Now we'll remove those wings from the air fryer, those tofu pieces, and we're going to dip each wing into the sauce. Now you want to coat it fully. You want it to be super saucy. You can toss the wings and the sauce together in a large mixing bowl if you prefer to do it that way, but I find they're just nicer if you dip them by hand. So it's totally up to you. Now look at those beautiful tofu spicy buffalo wings. I am drooling just looking at them, and you can serve those with vegan ranch or blue cheese dressing of your choice and enjoy. These don't have to be alone. They can be served in a wrap. They can be grilled in a wrap. They can be used on a kale Caesar salad, and they are so delicious. If you want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe.